well, I'll have like this massive, task that I have to do, this job that I have to do. I'll have to present at a high performing school. High performing school. They think differently. And then I think to my and I'll speak to the principal. I'll have a consultation before it, and principal says, "Well, just to let you know, they're gonna come at you, dude. They're gonna ask you these questions." And I said, in my mind, I'll say like, I've been in competition with high level black belts under the lights. What your teachers are gonna ask me, it's gonna be okay. I think I put that into perspective, like going onto a match with like a super match where you know that they put you in there with a higher dude on purpose, right? This guy's gonna get a highlight, and then you beat that guy.
Yeah.
Do you know, if you can do that and be okay, then what are some questions, or what happens if there's an incident? How do you find a solution to that? I think that's jiu-jitsu's allowed us to do that. It allows me to do that.
How much of communication is body language, word, tone, words? Because you mentioned like, even if the person doesn't speak a lot, but the body language or just how he communicates, right?
Yeah.
Differently.
Yeah. No, I think that's a big component of language itself. It's not even verbal. It's body. It's how do you walk in a place. You can see that. You can see the people on the mat. I don't know if you've ever rolled with anybody who shakes a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Meaning not because they shake, but because they're nervous about where they're going. And you're like, just relax. You're okay.
They're not sure, yeah.
Yeah, they're not sure yet. Or like maybe somebody who comes at you 3 million miles an hour because they're scared.
So
not
scared,
because they're just not because they're super fast or it's because they're nervous a little bit. So you can feel that on the mat. You can feel that in human communication. Like, does this person, and I think it goes back to my feedback that I get is you sound authentic, or from teachers, right? Or from principals is like, you clarified this for me, or you simplified it for me, or you allowed me to express myself in a different way. And I think that's what fulfills us, right?
Yeah, I love it, man. Love it.
So body language is important, but also listening.
Yeah, I've always been a big fan. Like, just you've been educating and working with kids, like, your whole adult life, pretty much. It's pretty cool, and I've seen a lot of the kids that have benefited from. You've changed their lives. It's been beautiful to see that. You're talking about authenticity, and we're like atoms. We're mainly energy, right?
Right. Yeah.
And we're vibration. Everything's vibration, right? Yeah. Everything's frequency. And our highest frequency is being authentic, our authentic selves.
Absolutely. We're like that light that just, you can light somebody up. I mean, how many times have you had a conversation with somebody and made their day?
Yeah.
I sometimes I'll go on the phone and when I'm calling somebody and I'll say, "Good morning, how are you?" and they stay quiet. They don't know what to say because they've never been. It's weird. You think that they would, but even at schools, you'll call and say, "Good morning, how are you?" and they say, "Good morning, how are you?" And sometimes they get stuck and say, "How can I help you?" instead of saying "Good morning" back. Right. So I think just allowing yourself to lighten up somebody else's day or teach them something.
Yeah.
Teach them something. Right.
Yeah. Yeah, just the authenticity. Just you kept saying it. You said it a few times. I was like, man, it's really it's good. And jiu-jitsu, right? Like you have to be yourself. You can't be fake. Somebody's trying to choke you. You're trying to choke something. You have to let it flow. And however that comes out, it comes out. But it's authentic.
Right.
And that makes you. Like that book. I always mention this book, the Tribe book. And he's like, we need Sebastian Junger is the author, and he's like, we need 3 things, right, to be like happy, right? We need to be ourselves, authentic, be good at something, right? Be good at something, and then like connection with others. And so, if we're talking about jiu-jitsu a lot, right? So, if you do jiu-jitsu, that's maybe other sports.